Hello, my name is Julie and this is KS Mom Crochets, and today's video is a little bit different. This is not a crochet related video whatsoever. This is me sharing my daughter's artwork from the 2024 to 2025 school year. So if you are not interested in that, then no worries. I just want to share with those that were. And yeah, I mean, as a mother, I think that we're all a little biased towards our children, but I think that they have done really well this year, and I wanted to get on here and share with you all what that they did. This was Caitlin's senior year of high school. She's graduated now, and so, this was her last year of having a high school art class. So, I mean, I think that it's kind of special. And then Shaylee was a junior this past year. So, she may take art next year. I'm not sure. She isn't sure if she wants to do that or not. So, this may be the last time that I'm able to share these things with you all. But they both took an AP art class this year, which is the most advanced, I guess, art class that you can take. And they had to put together like a portfolio and submit it to like a college board. And yeah, I feel like that they focused more on quality than quantity as far as art pieces go. So they don't have as much to share as what they did last year. They did really well on the ones that they did do. I do feel like that maybe they got behind somehow. I'm not sure. Or maybe they didn't focus as much on their portfolio as maybe they should have as far as assignments go, because they did end up having to use some previous year's artwork, which is fine because I feel like that it was worthy of being in their portfolios anyway. So like Caitlin, I know for sure that she submitted 2 pieces from last year, which was a clown that she did. Had like a 3D ruffle around its neck. It was really good. And then she also submitted her charcoal. It's like a huge charcoal drawing that she did of Shaylee based on a picture of her that was submitted in an art show last year. So those both went in her portfolio. And then I know Shaylee submitted 2 things that she did last year as well, or maybe one of them. Yeah, I think she did both of them last year, and they were both to do with the moon. One of them had a cat and a moon, and then the other one had the moon with a woman laying on the moon, which I thought was really neat. So those are some of the pieces that I know for sure that they submitted, and then the rest of them, obviously I have here. I did have to wait a little while to do this video because one of Caitlin's pieces actually was submitted into an art show this year. She won first place in like the high school, because it wasn't just our county, because there was high schools from different places too that were in it, and she won first place for that in the printmaking category. And then that piece actually went to state, and she actually won first place in all of Kentucky, which I thought was amazing. And so she had to wait until summer school opened up so that she could go to the school and get her pieces back, as well as get her awards and all that. And I will share that with you all too. Now, I do want to forewarn you all before I get started that there are some pieces that are maybe a little horror related, because they did do 2 pieces in October of last year, around like Halloween, that were more like horror-ish based. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to share is actually something that Shaylee did in her own time in a sketchbook that she has. And this is one that she actually submitted into her art portfolio. And I just love it. Now, the teacher put it, I think, in a light box or something and made copies of it. And this was the best copy of that. Even though she has the original in her sketchbook, I thought this would be easier to share But I just love it. I think she did amazing on it. The people, she does a really good job on people. That's just something that she's always loved to draw. And I think that where that she enjoys doing it, she's just excelled at it. And I just love this one so much. And she did actually do another one. And I was so disappointed because she had plans on painting it and like putting color on it. But it was, I think I might have a picture of the one that she did before she ruined it. But she decided that she was going to like erase the drawing lightly to where it was just lightly on there, and then she was going to trace it and color it with paint and everything. And she had one that was similar to this right in the middle, and when she started to color it, she wasn't happy with her color choices, and so she just decided not to do it at all. And it was definitely one of my favorite pieces that she has ever done, I think. I don't know why. I guess because it's just so whimsical or something. I don't know. I just loved it so much, and I was so disappointed because she just decided not to finish it. But I do love this one too. I think that is really good. I think she did a really good job on the hand that's pointing. And in case you can't read that, it does say your fault. I'm not sure why, but that's just what she decided to put. And then the next one is one that Caitlin did, and this is like a 3D piece that she did. And so I'm not sure if you're going to be able to tell, but it's like layers. So like this is a layer, and then you have this black that's over top of this, and then this actually sticks out too. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's another layer, and I think that is so neat. She made this look like that it was like burning or like had been burnt, and then like the pieces of the, the underneath shining through on this part, and then there's words all the way across. I think it says something about a wolf. I think it says all the way across, no malice guides the fangs of the wolf, only echoes of need, or something like that is what it says over and over and over again. And it just gives it like a weathered look or something. But I think that it is a really, really neat piece. I'm pretty sure that she submitted this in her portfolio, but I could be wrong. I will do a slideshow of their portfolios at the end of this video, because I do know that I do have pictures of everything. Okay, and then the next one that Caitlin did is, I think, I'm not sure what, I know one part of it's paint, but I'm not sure if it's all paint or if it's charcoal. I'm really not sure, but it's this piece right here, and this was actually based on a picture of me and her when she was little. I think we were at a baseball game for one of my nephews, and she was sitting in my lap, and so this is me, and then this is like a version or a variation of her. Now it doesn't look exactly like the picture, obviously, but I do love it so much. I think that she did an amazing job on it. I can't remember the prompt for it. I can't remember. I wish that they had wrote all that on the back. I might have them do that later. Maybe it was overcoming addiction or something, because she has the bottle here, and then I think there's cigarettes on here too. Because I know that they had to do a piece like that. Maybe trying to do better for your kids. I don't know. I don't remember. But I love it. I think that she did amazing on it. It's one of my favorites, and they did have that one displayed at the school, so she had to wait. She just got it back this week. And then the next one is a digital piece that Shaylee did, because Shaylee really enjoys doing digital art. She has a drawing pad that connects to her laptop that I bought her for Christmas one year. And she really excels at that. She's been doing it for a few years now, and I feel like she's really grown. And the thing that I love about digital art is not only can you see the finished piece, but you can also play it back. So it's almost like a video of your process and all the different layers and stuff. And it's really, really neat. I have one from Caitlin that I'll share somewhere in the middle. I will just cut it in maybe after I show this that she did. Then it's got like a little video that you can watch her process and how that she drew her piece digitally. But I do think that she did a really good job. Now these girls in the monitors are her, so they're based on her, and then she actually added real pictures of herself, and then I think that's her and one of her friends from school in that. And she did amazing. Like, this looks real, like 3D, you know, like you could pick it up or something. I just think that it is, it's just really neat to see the things that they do and the things that they can come up with, like their ideas. Like, if the teacher gives them like one sentence of what they should do, like overcoming addiction or something like that, then they can just run with it. Which I don't remember what the prompt was for this one, but I really do think that she did amazing on it. I think that it turned out really, really good. Oh, and this right here, I do have this. This was her process for that, where that she was trying to figure out how to draw her face in the screen. So I did keep that when she was going through her backpack for school. She was going to throw it away, and I was like, no, because I'm a hoarder and I like to keep everything. And so the next one is also from Shaylee, and I can't remember what this one was about either. I know it has something to do with finding your path or something about a path or something. I do remember that. And I know that this was her first time ever using paint and colored pencils together. I feel like this AP class really pushed Shaylee out of her comfort zone, because the only thing that she ever drew with was either digital art or colored pencils, pencil, you know, stuff like that. Like, she never really ventured out of that, which is fine, but she just had never tried painting, and she didn't think that she would be good at it, but I think she did amazing for her first time painting and using colored pencils as like shading. And if you draw or know somebody, or if you color in coloring books or something like that, snow is so hard, I think, because it's white, you know, and you want it to have dimension and look, you know, like it's got the snow drifts, like where it's heavier in certain places, and then you can still see the outline of the path and stuff, and that's really hard to do, and I think that she accomplished that really, really well. And like I said, I do remember it being something about finding your path or something like that, because like it's got the feet or the footprints that are in the snow there going toward the house. I think she did amazing on it, especially for her first time ever using those mediums together. I really, really love this one a lot. Now, this next one is one of Caitlin's, and it's another, like, it's so hard to choose favorites because I just love them all so much. But this one right here is very meaningful to me, even though it's based on things that she loves. I'm pretty sure that was something like the prompt, but I think that she did so good on this. So in case you don't know, I have mentioned it several times in previous videos, but Caitlin really loves anything quirky. She has a lot of different interests, a lot of different things that she collects and that she loves. And one of her things that she loves so much is figurines. And, you know, like, I always buy the girls like vintage figurines, at least one every Christmas, or something that is old that, I guess old, I shouldn't really say old, but something that isn't easily accessible anymore, that not everybody may not have, you know, that kind of tailors to their interest or something that they like. And so that is one of the things that I do for Caitlin. And so, like, she has these clowns here. This right here is actually a hobo, a hobo clown that I bought her one year for Christmas. And instead of doing that clown, she did herself. And so Caitlin has a bookshelf in her room. And I will try to insert a picture somewhere, somewhere in this video showing that bookshelf, or at least the shelves that I'm talking about. But she has a lot, because Caitlin takes a lot of the things that I have made, and she has them on her shelf. And so this is all of her things in the background of her shelf, and then this is her as the hobo clown that she has. Hopefully that makes sense. My very first video that I ever made, please do not go and watch it because it's horrible, but the very first video that I ever made was a monster from Carrie Lord's something Imaginarium. I forget the name of it, but it's got where you can mix and match parts to make your own monster. And this is her, it's on her shelf. And so that is something that I made. See, I think I made this bee. This is a monkey that I made for her. Also the fox. This is a little chicken with in a frog costume. That is a Michelle Estrada or Pixie Marie Creates pattern that I made for her. There's a little buddy bear from Cassandra over at Craftably Ever After. I'm trying to see. I know there's more. That, I think I made that too. That's another bear. I can't remember which one it was. And then she has her broken gnome from, she goes to Hobby Lobby sometimes, and she has been for years, and she'll find something in the clearance section that's broke, and this one was broke on the top, so I crocheted a flower to go over the broken part of the gnome hat, because it was just like the tip of its hat that was broke. And then, you know, the rest of them are like figurines that she has on her shelf. But I just love seeing, like, when I look at this and seeing all the little things that I have made her over the years, or that I've gave her. I'm sure there's more in here that I'm missing. But yeah, I just love this one so much. And I love how the whole background is in black and white, and then she's in color. Because like I said, this is supposed to be her as the clown. I think it hangs beside of her her shelf. Oh, I can't remember. But yeah, I love this one so much. I think she did amazing on that. And I'm pretty sure she put that in her portfolio. And now this one is Shaylee's version of that one, and it's something that she loves, and this is what that she did. And this is actually something that I bought her for Christmas this past year, I think. And it is this, supposed to be this figurine, which she didn't do the base. She did the base plain just because there's a lot of detail on it. But it's this right here. So this is what that she drew. So this is like a Jim Shore figurine. It's called Majestic Flight. And I just love these Jim Shore figurines. I think that they are so beautiful. And I bought Shaylee this one. And then she has like 2 cats. I think that I bought her one year for Christmas as well. And I just love them. Like, I would have a whole collection of these. Some of them can be quite pricey, but obviously this is like an older one. So I did, you know, look around until I found one that was reasonably priced. But Shaylee loves whales. It's one of her favorite, you know, favorite animals or whatever. And foxes is another one of her favorite animals. And cats, obviously. So I think that she did a really good job on that. And it looks 3D. You know, it looks like it's actually sitting on the table there. And then this background, I think it was like supposed to be like her lava lamp that she has in the background. And so, you know, you have your bubbles of lava. And then she just made it look, you know, like an underwater theme, I guess, in the back. But I just love it so much. I think that it is so good. So good. This was Shaylee's version of that prompt, overcoming addiction. And it's about smoking. And it's supposed to be like the feeling that you get, I guess, when you smoke or something. I don't know. But it's like, so it's like the cigarettes are pouring down into the girl's mouth. And then she's got the fire coming off of them. So that one's really, really good too. I think that she did an amazing job on all of her. She has a really good way of like making things look like you can actually pick them up off the page, which I think is awesome. So there's that one of Shaylee's. And now there, like I said earlier, there's one of Shaylee's that I can't share because it's just a little bit too risque for the internet. You know, she was just venturing out, and she took a prompt to where it was talking about, I think it was like, kind of like coming out of your troubles, or like sewing yourself back together, you know, putting yourself back together from your troubles or something like that. And so it's a woman coming up out of the water, and in order for this piece to be the way that she wanted it to be, the woman could not have a top on. So like I said, it's not appropriate for YouTube, but she did take, it's really awesome though. Like, it sounds bad, I guess, but it's not. I mean, it's art. And but she took my number 3 crochet thread, and she actually sewed the woman's torso together with the thread. And it's just a really cool piece. But like I said, I just can't share that. And as well as this one that Caitlin sketched, which is really, really good. It's a woman standing from behind, but you can obviously see her behind. And she's got like tattoos all over her body and her head. I can probably show you the top of it, but I just can't show you the rest. And she started to color it. I wish that she hadn't, because I really love the black and white. Now I love when they color their pieces too. No, she was crocheting, stitching it, cross-stitching it with the thread, looks like, but she didn't finish it. So she was doing a tattoo. But I really love when they're just black and white. I don't know why. I just love that look. And now this one right here is a little different. It is, I can't remember. I can never remember anything anymore, guys. So I think she used this idea for a different piece. But this is something else that she did. And yes, I think those are supposed to be strippers. But I think she did really good on it. I think that it's really good. But I don't know if this one went with her other one or not. But the other one that she did, it has these women like this. And then on the background, it has a child's drawing, like, you know, with chalk. Like you know how your kids will draw when they're little, and they'll draw like a little house and on a hill or something with a little tree or something, you know. And it's like what a woman is having to do to take care of her kids. So that was her basis for the other thing, but I don't know if it went with this one or she just built off of this idea to make that one. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I think this was all done with paint. And I know that she said that she actually stepped on it to make it have these lines here or something. I'm pretty sure, because I told her, I remember saying that looks like a footprint. And she's like, it is. It's like, oh, okay. But this is the one that she did. And I'm pretty sure, I can't show, I don't know if I should show this because it's got addresses on it. But I'll try to cover it. But she like drew those women. I know it's hard to tell, but on old bills. And then this was like the background for it. So it was like a quick, childlike drawing. And then it had the women, like the woman that's like a stripper because she's trying to take care of her kids or something. I don't know. Oh, I think this was her version of the one that Shaylee did digitally, but I never seen the finished piece of this. But this was Caitlin's version of the one that Shaylee did, where she was in the TV screen. Instead, Caitlin is in her phone screen. So I think that might have been an idea. Maybe she didn't finish it. I'm not sure. I only have 4 more things to share with you guys, and then I will do like a small little slideshow and video showing their portfolios and all that. But this right here, Caitlin did this of herself when she was little, and I don't know if I have the picture that. I mean, I'm sure I do somewhere, but I don't know if I have it handy to insert it in this video. But this was supposed to be her when she was little. And it really does look very close to her, I think, when she was little. And I just absolutely love it. I think it's so beautiful. I love the flowers that she did. Caitlin's not very into drawing floral things or nature things, even though I wish that she would, her and Shaylee both. But I love how she incorporated that for the background. She doesn't like this one very well, I don't think, but I just think she did amazing on it. Like the face and just everything, the hair. Like it really reminds me of her. Like I can look at that, and even though it doesn't look exactly like her as a child, like I know that's her just looking at it. Like it's so good. And so that's a big one too. I'll go ahead and show you the printmaking things that Caitlin did. I don't think, because Caitlin took 2 art classes last year. So she took Art 2 and she took AP Art. Right? Or Art 3. I think she took Art 3 and AP Art, and she had 2 different art teachers. So one of her art teachers, not the AP art teacher, but the other one, actually is the one that submitted this piece into the art show for her. And this was her printmaking. So this is like, it almost feels like an eraser, some kind of rubber, and you actually use tools and you carve it, and then when you put ink on it, it's like a stamp, I guess, basically. Then your picture shows up. And so this is what actually won state, which I thought was amazing. And they had it displayed really, really nice. I will try to pop in pictures that I took of it at the art show that we went to. But I do have the actual prints that she made here in my hand, but I have to get a frame because the frame was the school's, and so I am going to buy a frame to put these back in. But that is what it looks like when it's stamped out. So that she had 3 different ones, like the best ones that she did. She had like 10 of these, but she had 3 in a row in the art show. And so I think that it's amazing because it's backwards, and just to have all that detail like in the wings and everything. Like I think this one's probably the best print that she did from that. But all the detail and stuff in the wings and the arms and the hands and all that, I think that it's really amazing to take something that she carved, turn it into a print, and like I said, it won state, so that's pretty awesome. She did do this last year too, and it's something that she really, really enjoyed doing, so I think that's why that she chose to do it again this year. Because like I said, she has multiples of them, and some of them are really light, and then some of them are really dark. So she just chose like her favorites and put in that art show. And so here is her All-State Art first place ribbon that they gave her. And then she also got a medal. which I thought was really awesome. And then the back of it is engraved, and it says All State Art First Place on the back. So she got the medal, and then she also got a certificate here for first place in the printmaking, and it was the Kentucky Art Education Association, and it was the high school all-state art exhibition. I thought that that was really awesome, and I thought that that was a great way for her to finish out her her school year. I know when we went to the art show and the art awards, when she won for like I don't know if it was a county, it had to have been like a county-wide thing, I'm not sure, but there was a bunch of different schools involved in it, and she got like a bag of art supplies and stuff like that, and she also got an award, but on the, or not an award, but a certificate, and on the certificate they put her last name wrong, and she was so upset about it, and they were supposed to make it right and fix it, and they never did. But you know, like I said, she did go get that piece put in state, and so she has her certificate for that, and I think that kind of trumps trumps the first one. But you know, I think that it's really awesome that she got to do that. She also dabbled in pin making in that class too, or like badges, and I think that these are just so cute. I just had to share. So she drew these, and then the teacher put them in that machine or whatever it is, and turned it into like a badge or a pin. So that's looks like Snoopy and Garfield on that one. And then this one is Betty Boop, as Caitlin has an obsession with Betty Boop and Elvis, and she just loves all kinds of stuff. Frank Sinatra, all kinds of different things Caitlin loves. And then this one is Pom Pom Purin from Hello Kitty. So I thought these were really cute, and I just wanted to share just a little something extra to share with you all. And then the last, and then here's another one of those that she carved, a fish. And then she started this one right here, which is the Pikmin from like a Nintendo Switch game, but she didn't finish that one. But I think the fish turned out really, really good. And then the last two pieces that I'm going to share with you all, little disclaimer or whatever, like I said, they're a little bit graphic, a little bit horror based. So if you don't want to see those, just, you know, skip ahead or something. Well, this one is Shaylee's. And I just think they did so amazing on it. So they had to fill all the space up. And so she has this big tree, and then she's got the centipede coming out of the tree, and then all these creatures, you know, decapitated heads and all kinds of stuff. And then these are like two-headed, and then they're like open inside, like they share a body. So I think that this is really good. Like, I really wanted to share it with you guys. I just didn't want anybody to get mad at me because they're a little graphic. But then she has the wolf up there. Yeah. So there's Shaylee's, and then this one right here is Caitlin's, and I feel like hers is a little bit more scary than Shaylee's. But they're just as equally as good. They're both just as good. And for some reason, Caitlin always uses Shaylee as an inspiration. She's like her muse or something. And so this is actually Shaylee's face. Shaylee's face up there on that crazy looking thing. And so Caitlin did like a spider web effect in the background of hers. And then, you know, obviously the spider's over here. And there's another one there. She's got a hand with eyeballs. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But it's so good. Like, it's definitely not something that they gravitate toward drawing, but I think that they really enjoyed getting out of their comfort zone. So here they are together. So yeah, I think that they did really good. And I think that it's fun to see how they both, like had the same like prompt or the same thing that they were supposed to do, but that it came out different. Like people think differently, so like their variation of something is different, and I think that that's really really cool. So I will, like I said, I will let you all go. I've kept you long enough. Hopefully I can edit this down a little bit, but I will insert that slideshow at the end. And like I said, this is their portfolio, the pieces that they submitted for their portfolio, or most of them. I think I have all their pictures, but I could be wrong. And then also a short little like 20-second, I think, video that Caitlin did of something that she drew digitally. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me and just chatting. Hopefully you got some crocheting done while I sit here and chat it away. I just really enjoy talking to you all, and yeah, and hanging out with you guys. So until next time, I will see you in another video. Bye.